Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Antoine, tuned in for the second time this week to Access Granted. It's your boy in the building. Shout out to my sister Nina, the original party girl. She's going to be a little bit late because she had to leave work late today, but you never know. She might pull up at Parkite. She might pull up at the Applebee's at Ricerstown Road Plaza. But yo, I just want to, tell my sister be safe, and I'll see you when you get here. As y'all can see today, man, I'm representing my boys, the franchise fastest mixtape company. That's my man, DJ King Ray. I posted on Facebook and Instagram just a few minutes ago. That single, Drop It Low, by Molly McCoy. That's my first executive producer credit, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all go and check that out. That's available on all streaming platforms. And before I get into the show, man, I wanna give some flowers the proper way, man, because a couple of weeks ago we came on the show, and this was right after DMX had passed away, and of course we gave DMX all the love in the world, man, but because of the timing, I think, of Black Rob's passing, I think it was kind of like a situation where it was like, yes, DMX passed, and let's mourn, and let's celebrate his legacy. And oh yeah, by the way, Black Rob died. As a fan of hip hop, I can't do that. I can't not give my man Black Rob his credit for his little short run on Bad Boy. I can't not act like Whoa is not one of the greatest hip hop songs of all times. I can't act like every time that song comes on that I don't turn up the speakers a little bit more and rock off to it, especially when that beat drops in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit up here and try to act like Black Rob from a musical standpoint made anywhere near an impact, anywhere near the impact that DMX did. But for a short time, man, Black Rob gave us some hits. He was on, remixes with other Bad Boy artists. He really did his thing. And I think, like I said, mostly because of the timing and the fact that he passed right after DMX, I don't think he really got the celebration for his life, because at the end of the day, that's somebody's son, that's somebody's brother, that's somebody's father. You know what I'm saying? And we all know, for those of us that were around and paying attention to music, we all know how prevalent that Bad Boy run was back in, the mid 90s and early 2000s. And Black Rob was right there. I think that was, I think his first album was kind of, was kind of low key fire. But I believe that anybody that makes an impact in hip hop should be given their credit where credit is due. And we didn't properly address Black Rob last week when we came on the air as much as we did DMX, the prior show. And like I said, I'm not going to sit up here and act like this dude sold, millions of records like DMX. I'm not going to act like he impacted the culture as much as DMX, but he definitely impacted the culture. And for that, I just want to say salute and rest in peace to the king, Black Rob. I had this bad chick uptown. She was, oh my God, every time I hear that joint, man. And it's funny because every time my sister from Columbus, Georgia comes in town, if we're in the car, in the house somewhere along the way, we'll throw that song on and we'll just rock out. And speaking to my sister San, I want to send some prayers out to her because today is the second anniversary of the passing of her husband, my brother, Alfonso Sandifer. And I can't believe it's been 2 years already. That's absolutely crazy. But she reached out to my wife yesterday, and my wife was actually talking to her on the phone about 5 minutes ago before I came to get on air. And I know she's kind of going through it today as she's going through or dealing with the 2-year anniversary of the passing of her husband. That was my dude. We called him Chi-Town. And like I said, I shared the post a little while ago. You know, that dude was like Superman to me, man. I didn't think that anything could take him down, but we all know that, you know, God has the final say so on everything. But definitely shout out to my brother Fonzo, man. Rest in power, bro. I know if you were still alive, we would probably be somewhere in a city right now, even with the mask on, just celebrating your birthday, bro, and holding it down for you. So I love you, man. And San, I love you too, sis. Hold your head. I know it's going to be a tough couple of days for you, as it always is around this time, but just hold your head. But in the building tonight, man, we got two brothers. Yo, like it's for me, as a person that's been in radio for several years now, and then doing this podcast, you know, things since December of 2020. It's different for me when I go out and I look for people and I say, I want to invite you to be on the podcast, but it touches me a little differently when somebody else hits me up and says, yo, I got so-and-so going on. I would like to come and be a part of your podcast. Because to me, that tells me, and I could be wrong, but it tells me that somebody has been paying attention to what we're doing, and they want to come, and they respect what we're doing enough, and they appreciate what we're doing enough to want to, you know, bring themselves onto the platform and teach our fans and everybody that, you know, that supports Access Granted, you know, everything that they have going on. So when this brother reached out to me, I was like, bro, yeah, absolutely. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Especially when I found out the city that he represents. Especially when I found out even more so tonight that he's a Ravens fan. And I hope the other guy is too, because if he's not, I'm gonna keep his mic on mute for the whole interview. Oh man, but I want to just bring these brothers on tonight, man. I've had a chance to listen to some of the music, and once again, I'm gonna say, man, if y'all not down with the stuff that's coming out of this area, bro, if y'all not down with the stuff that's coming out of the city, you sleeping. I started Baltimore Flavor Radio almost 7 years ago because I wanted to create a platform for stuff just like you're about to witness tonight, to make sure that the people from our city, the people from this region, the DMV, I hate using that title, but I want to make sure that we get represented well, man. And even though we're doing stuff a little bit differently here on Access Granted, even though we're bringing you a little, you know, a few more of, you know, more well-known people, so to speak, I'm gonna always make sure that we rep our city. That's one of my hashtags that I use every time I post something on Instagram, rep our city. So without further ado, man, I'm gonna bring these two brothers up. I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves, man, and then we're gonna chop it up and see what they got going on. DSkillz, we'll start with you, bro. Welcome to Access Granted. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you too. Thank you for having us. I'm DSkillz Harris. I'm from West Baltimore.
What's side?
Already. Hey, I did my research. I got a Walbrook jersey, actually.
Hey, what?
For real. It's number 11. I think his name was Carl. But yeah, I got number 11 junk. Throwback.
Oh, that's Bubs. That's Bubbles.
Word.
Yeah, passed away some years ago. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, because he used to hoop. Him and my uncle was mad close. My uncle hooped for Emerson back in the day.
Oh, wow. That's
one was at Dunbar.
Yeah, shout out to Bubs, man. Rest in power. Bubbles has probably been dead about 20 years now, man.
Right.
Yeah. Salute to you for that, bro. Any Walbrook representation is always welcome here at Access Granted.
No doubt. I'm from Garrison, for real. And like, we're in a group called DBL. That's short for Down by Law.
Down by Law.
Most of us are from Baltimore, but we got members in North Carolina, New York, and Michigan too.
How y'all doing? Chile, Mad. I'm not from the city. I'm from the county area, but I still get love in the city. So we linked up and we do our thing. I lived in Jersey before I lived in Maryland as well. I was in Eatontown. I don't know if you heard of that, but yeah.
Bro, tell me a little bit first off before we even get into this. How did you venture to this area from Jersey?
My folks was military. So we moved all over the place. Yeah.
Have you touched down in Germany by any chance?
No, I never left the country.
I always ask that question when somebody say they're military, because my wife is also from a military family, and Germany is like, I hear so many stories about over there, and I've
been to the airport, you know, when on my way to Iraq and stuff, but I never been to like Germany. I just passing through the airport.
Right. And DSkillz, you said you from the west side, man. Like, where in particular are you?
I'm from the Zone 16 Garrison area, not too far from Walbrook, not too far from Darman, not too far from Hamlin Park. My people from the village though, but definitely.
Oh, that's crazy. So I'm born and raised here in Baltimore, man, and I'm not afraid to tell everybody that I'm 51 years old. And I've been here all of my life except for the 4 years that I was away going to school. I've touched down probably in every part of Baltimore that you can at some point, but the area that I really claim, because first of all, I did 2 stints in that area, and that's where I was the most, and that's also where my main circle that I still kick it with these days are from. It's the area of Garrison Boulevard between Liberty Heights and Walbrook Junction.
Yeah.
And I'm on a street called Woodhaven Avenue, which is right down the street from that library right there on Garrison. And that's that whole area right there is my.
You talking about that library? It wasn't too far from where Supreme Oasis used to be. Know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I know. Yeah,
exactly. Man, that's crazy, bro. I love it, man. You know, I always, like I said before the show, man. I created my original radio show, which was called Baltimore Flavor Radio, back in 2014, because I wanted to create a platform for guys just like y'all, man, that are from this area, that are doing their thing, that are doing good music, that are doing quality music. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put that in quotations, quality music. But just people that are repping our city the right way, that they don't get that 92Q airplay. You know what I'm saying? I hate 92Q, and I'll tell that to anybody that's listening. You know, for reasons that go, you know, only beyond the radio thing, because I understand that radio is so powerful for what you guys are trying to do. And me personally, I just feel like local radio stations, I don't care if you're owned by Radio One or if you're owned by grandmom and grandpop around the corner, I feel like we should always represent our local artists a lot more. And our local artists shouldn't have to pay you under the table to play your song 20 times a day. And you shouldn't have to be signed to Def Jam or Sony or one of the major labels as well. So that's just my little spiel. I just wanted to get that out, because I want to always, like I said, what I'm doing with my show now is a little different, because most of the people that I've had on since December have been people outside of Baltimore, but I'm always going to represent the home base. And that's why Skills, when you hit me up and you was like, yo, I'm trying to be on, I was like, it's a no-brainer. But that's enough about me. I want to get into y'all. How did you guys collab and start working together?
Just SoundCloud. Back when SoundCloud was jumping, I was like, I went to Coppin Academy. I went to 2 high schools. I went to Coppin Academy. And when I went to Coppin Academy, that's when GBL started. We mainly started as like from like ciphering and battling, but then I started writing and recording, and we came across each other's music on SoundCloud.
That's amazing how social media and stuff like SoundCloud brings so many people together these days, man.
Yeah.
He being modest. I came across his music. I reached out to him. I was like, yo, you got that, bro. This shit hot. Okay,
so with that being said, what was it about DSkillz that made you want to work with him?
First project I heard from him was Skillsmatic, and the whole tape rocked the whole way through, because like when I listen to music, I'm usually walking long distances, and I play the whole album through start to finish, and I played Skillsmatic the whole way through, and I was like, damn, this kid spit the whole album. So I reached out to him, and I told him I was trying to get into production and stuff and make music. We started trading files back and forth with each other. Next thing you know, he started sending them back, and
So I know that we're in a day with technology where we can, we can send tracks through emails and, however, how was that first experience for you guys being literally in the same studio working together?
We did about what, like 3 songs, bro?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like
It was cool, but I would have rather had him with the one-on-one because, like,
Okay.
I feel like what I
what
was trying to do with him, it was just like some far beyond stuff that we need as listeners. I was trying to, like, push for a project with him, like some superior consciousness that he has access to with his lyricism.
Mm. And DSkillz, what was it about Chile that made you say, I want to go ahead and work with this brother?
I think his versatility as far as his production. Like, I was rapping, well, of course, I'm still rapping, but like I was producing too, but his style was much more like alternative in comparison to mine. Like, he liked the anime samples. I like soul samples, as you can see by the vinyl in the back. Like, it's not all soul though, but like
It's
like,
vinyl.
on some grassroots, 2 turntables and a mic type. But it's like, I just like how he brought a different sound to what I was doing, like what wasn't necessarily expected, but still in the realm of what I do.
Shout out to my man Exoskeleton tuned in. I see the vinyl on the back. So do you DJ as well as produce?
No,
Just
I
produce.
just, well, I mainly rap. I haven't made a beat in a while long, but like I still produce here and there. But I'm mainly just focusing on the pen.
So with the two of you, Chile, you're basically production.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I want to know, like, how do you guys connect sonically? Like, Chile, when you're making your beats, do you do something and say, yo, this is specifically for DSkillz? Or do you just kind of put your stuff together and kind of, okay.
Yeah, I do it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, some stuff I just send. Honestly, he's the only person I send beats to. Like, I haven't sent beats out to anybody. I haven't uploaded them anywhere. I haven't posted them. I just been working with them for a minute.
Okay. So when you sit down in front of the machines and you get to working, what is it that has to be in this beat in order for DSkillz to like really go in and do his thing? Like, what is like?
You gotta shave some off the top.
But like, yeah, go ahead.
Like, I always shave like a little of the high end off and make it like a smooth, low sound, low frequency, and then take that, put it through the machine, and run it through a vinyl effect that I got on the SP44. Put crackle on it, and then just put some thick drums, and then put the compressor over it. And usually, all the ones I made like that, he just killed them.
You're talking straight German to me right now, bro. But I get it. I get it. It's just a sound that that once he's on, he's gonna kill it. So,
yeah, you just gotta take that sample and cut the high end off, and it sounds totally different. It's like a world, man, of just like this darkness. And then you brighten it up by putting the vinyl effect on it. And it'll add some character to it, warm it up some, and it sounds like something from a old 70s commercial. Give you that nostalgia kind of feel to it. Like, his voice fit in the pocket on those, so I like them joints.
See, that right there just makes me want to sit in on a studio session with y'all, man, and just get me a little chair in the corner with a glass of Long Island and just watch y'all work. Watch you do your work.
I mean, he say he don't make beats, but he finds crazy samples. He got a crazy ear.
I mean, yo, thank you, bro. I mean,
yeah.
My thing is, I know as a listener and as an MC, like, I know that if the beat ain't right, like, I'm mainly about the lyrics, right? But if the beat not right, who's gonna want to listen to it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I just gained that here, like, listening to what I grew up on. Like, I grew up in, like, like the Dipset G-Unit era, but I got that, but I also got that Public Enemy, that Cypress Hill with it too. You know what I mean? So it's like and it's just a science to me. Like how they say boxing is a sweet science. It's like a science when it comes to finding the right loop or sample. Like just
you just made a great point, yo, because for me, like I won't say I come from an era, because I feel like when you say that, you kind of date yourself, you kind of age yourself. But for me, the first, I'll say 15 to 25 seconds of a song is very crucial to keeping me on listening to that song, especially when I'm hearing it for the first time. So because the beat is usually, the majority of, if not that whole 15 to 25 seconds, that beat has to have something right off the rip that makes you want to say, okay, I'm gonna keep listening. It kind of reminds me of that scene on Jay-Z, on Jay-Z's movie, the blackout joint, when him and Guru are sitting in the studio, and they just listening to beats and beats and beats and beats and beats, and they just sitting there both looking like they ready to fall asleep until they get the beat for What More Can I Say? And Jay's like, hold up, let that ride. You know what I'm saying? Because it had a little part in the beginning where it was like, okay, let me see where the beat goes. That's kind of the way that I am when I listen to music, a lot of music for the first time.
I love that beat too. Who was that?
I don't remember. Was that
I want to say it was Pharrell, because when he in the chorus, that beat was hard.
Maybe What More Can I Say?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I just remember, like in the movie, it's like a scene from a movie. I don't know if that was like Spartacus or something like that at the beginning of that movie, where it's like almost like a fight scene happening.
Oh yeah, Gladiator.
And Guru, you can see in the movie, Guru's getting ready to go over and just fast forward to the next joint. And Jay's like, no, hold on, let's see where that joint goes. And then it gets to the dun, 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 and then you can see Jay just starts, vibing. So my point is that it's for a song like that, it takes a little bit longer because they played that whole damn movie scene in the beginning. Yeah. But once that beat drops, like if they would have started with just the what, dun, 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 like I would have been hooked on that from the beginning just because that beat is so dope. But it's very important to me as a fan of hip hop that first 15, 20, 25 seconds, even before the rapper starts to spit, that beat has to be something that wants to keep you there. Because it's not.
I never thought of that. That's what's up. I'm gonna think of that next time I'm doing something. I'm gonna definitely take that.
And the only reason that I'm saying that is because there's been so many songs that have been dope after the fact that I heard people talking about it, or I went back and listened to it again, and I was like, okay, this is joint. But because that first 15 or 20 seconds was just like, somebody playing violins while the paint is drying, that I didn't give it a chance. And I had to go back, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a Buckshot song from back in the day, and I can't remember right offhand which one it is, but
Buckshot from Black Moon.
Yeah. It's a Black Moon song from back in the day that it started off, and I'm like, yo, I don't even feel like getting to the, and just fast forward. But you go back and you listen to stuff, and you be like, damn, this shit is really dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, talk about you guys working together. From the time that DSkillz gets the beat, what you do with it. Do you guys work together, or do you just kind of give him his full reign and trust in him that he's going to go ahead and just rock out on that joint?
I try to sneak like a direction in the title of the song.
In the title of the song, okay, that's interesting.
I put the title and the BPM on there, and then like I'll try to name the beat, the direction I'm hoping he would take the song. Sometimes he do it, sometimes he goes somewhere different with it, but it still come out, nice.
And DSkillz, what about you? When you first hear a beat from Chile, like how do you start the concept of putting a song together?
Well, usually it'll either work two ways. Either he'll send me the beat and then I'll start writing automatically, or I'll already just be writing and then I'll just send him something, be like, yo, you think this is so? He'll be like, yeah, or like he'll critique it, whatever the case is, and then he'll just send me a beat, and I'll see if it goes to it. But like when we made this album like, I'm not gonna say dumb fast, but it was kind of like as soon as we were done Potholes, I knew where I wanted to go with it as far as the rest of the album goes. And it's like the way I compare making songs or like making a record is like this, right? Chile makes the canvas and I just paint on that junk. So it's
So do you follow the concept when he sends you the titles and the BPM? Do you follow that concept, or do you still kind of?
I mean, I usually follow the BPM. I write down what, like, not like the beat speak to me or anything like that, but it's like I go off of the vibe of the track and the vibe of the song. Like when I heard Potholes, as soon as I wrote like the first 2 lines, I was like, all right, like I know what story I want to tell. Like it was just that beat was just hype, bro. Like I wish I remember. Like I don't know. Do you remember what the name of it was, bro?
Yeah, Poison Realm.
It was called what?
Poison Realm.
Word. Okay. I remember like I've seen the titles and the BPMs, but not. I usually already have like a topic in mind or something like that. But like usually we'll go
It's
over
crazy because the whole
every-
song is a dude in a world, you know, in lore, and everything going good, but then at the end of the song he gets shot.
Yeah.
So it kind of just fell right into the title. Like most of them have done that. There's only been like a few of them that haven't. So we like, I don't know, we just think similar on like what we're gonna go.
Over time, bro.
Huh?
I feel like we built a chemistry over time as far as making the songs. Like
yeah,
over time, but then at the same time, it almost feels like it was some instant chemistry with you two. Like once y'all, became, in cahoots with each other, it kind of sounded like some stuff was popping off like right off the bat too.
Yeah, I used to work at this restaurant. I was managing there, and I had access to the Sonos system. And I put this song that he rapped on there. Remember that the track he rapped on, the producer Joshua?
You talking about the All Pierce Part 2?
Yeah, I played that in the restaurant, and everyone was bobbing to it. I was like, "Yo, this kid nice." I think I sent you the video.
Yeah,
the restaurant was packed too.
Time, bro. You called me one time to show me everybody vibing, yo. That was dope. I appreciated that, bro.
Yo, to me, that's like the ultimate cosign. Like to me, that means just as much as a cosign from a famous artist when you could put that song on in a restaurant and nobody knows who the hell this is, but they rocking to it like that.
Yeah, because they complain too. Like if you play bad music and they be like, man, what the hell y'all playing? So they didn't say nothing when we put this track on. Matter of fact, people was asking about it.
Wow, that's dope. So I hate asking this question sometimes because it feels so cliche to me, but because you guys seem to have a very unique sound, I want to know who some of your influences are, both from the hip hop, the MC side, and the production side.
I got a long list. You do yours.
I ain't in no rush, bro.
You ever heard of Fat John? Producer.
Fat John?
Yeah, or Nujabes. Nujabes.
See, this is what I love. I love when I can get put on to new stuff. No,
I know you know about Nujabes.
Yeah, yo. Didn't him and Dilla, they either died on the same day or had the same birthday?
Yeah, they did. They did have the same birthday. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yo, things just align, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Real crazy.
So you got Nujabes, you got Fat John. Fat John he's a black kid. He's from like Germany, but he was underneath Nujabes. And I know he did a lot of work on this anime called Samurai Champloo, but his beats was like some old like Pete Rock sounding type beats. So I got lost in them. That's like what made me want to produce. And
when you dope enough to name something Samurai Shampoo, that's
oh yeah,
yeah.
That anime is sick. Yeah.
And what about RZA? Or RZA?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
As far as producing goes, Diamond D, Lord Finesse, Large Professor, Eric Sherman. Dilla is the best producer ever, in my opinion. As far as MCs, Nas, Doom, like y'all see the mask in the back for real. Peace, Doom.
Rest in peace.
Redman, Big Al, Q.
Yeah.
Jizza, Ghostface, my favorite member of the Wu.
Okay. Okay. When I listen to the couple of joints that I was able to listen to, DSkillz, I don't know why when I was listening to you, Rom, I automatically started thinking of Fonte from Little Brother.
From Little Brother, yeah, Little Brother.
No, bro, I don't know what it was, bro, but I sat back. The Minstrel Show, which is one of I believe it's their first commercial album, is one of my favorite albums of all time. And you just reminded me of Fonte on that joint for some reason, bro. I was like, this guy got that witty, that flow, that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope right there. And you mentioned Redman, who I feel as though he's in my top 5 every time I answer that cliche-ass question. But did y'all get a chance to check the verses with Redman and Method Man?
No, I gotta watch it. I know it's on YouTube.
Nah. My favorite Redman album is Welcome to the Bricks. That's my joint.
Yeah.
My favorite Redman joint is Days.
I bought that from FYE when I was young. And I was into hip hop after that. That was my first hip hop album.
Yeah. When I remember when Time for Some Action dropped.
Yeah.
That was like a whole new world for me. But then he has this song, and I think it's on one of his Gilla House albums, called it uses the Beastie Boys. It's called Hold It Now, and it uses the Beastie Boys beat from Hold It Now, the classic joint.
Beastie Boys had some nice beats.
Beastie Boys had some amazing. But like yeah, I can't even. I wanted to talk about. I was hoping that y'all saw that because I wanted to talk about that a little bit. But go definitely. If you don't do nothing but fast forward to the last 10 minutes,
but
when they had Keith Murray on stage. Well, Keith Murray had performed during the joint, but they did one of my top 3 hip hop songs of all time, the Headbangers, with oh my gosh, bro, with K Solo.
Yeah.
EPMD with K Solo and Redman. Bro, I was done.
Didn't Redman get in trouble for that back in the day because he had to pay
for the cerebral palsy? Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so. Yeah, probably so. But yeah, that definitely to me was one of the dopest hip hop. Hold on, this is my co-host checking in. Asking if I got a co-host. No, because we waiting for you, man. That was one of the dopest hip hop verses that they've done so far. Because I feel like I don't think Redman and Method Man get their due.
It was better than the Ghost verse, right?
Damn.
That was fire from beginning to end.
No, I'm gonna say 1A. I'll say 1A. I'll say it was right there. I'll definitely say it was right there because for me, and I'm a Wu-Tang fan. I'm a Raekwon and Ghostface fan, so that joint was definitely great. And the fact that they did the Jodeci joint, the Freaking You remix, they ain't have to do nothing else after they did that for me personally, because that's my joint right there. But you know, Redman and Method Man, of course, their chemistry together is just so amazing. I actually had a chance to see them here like twice. And their stage show, their stage presence together is like, I don't know what the perfect hip hop show would be, but I always say if I had to pick a perfect hip hop show, it would probably be those two. But yeah, those two side by side with Ray and Ghost is definitely, you know, it's definitely right there. Definitely. So I hope y'all get a chance to go check that joint out. So let's talk about the next episode, man. Let's talk about the process of putting it together, who else you guys work with, et cetera, et cetera. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Wait, you know who else is slept on from that era?
Let's go.
Drag On. Because his debut album, that joint, I remember playing that on the bus, and I just that whole album rock, man, from Groundhog Day to Snipe Out, like all them tracks was just hard.
Now see, that's why I said I love shows like this, because now you get ready to go make me listen to that joint, because I didn't know. I love Drag On. For the stuff that he's done, like in the Rough Rider compilation joints, and all of the features, but I honestly never heard the first album.
His solo Rough Rider album is fire, dog.
Wow,
yeah,
for real.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, so before we go on, to get back on the camera, woman. You always want to disappear when it's time to bring you on. I'm gonna bring up the girl that's about to get all in y'all business. Always drops the damn camera as I'm on.
No, because I made something up real quick and it's not working. Hi, fellas. Sorry I'm late. I tried real hard to get here on time. Antoine's fault.
This is glad you're here now. We're in the building with Chile Mad and DSkillz, and right now we're just talking hip hop. He just told me I need to hear the Drag On album.
Yes, I heard. You go ahead with that. Let me know.
No, that's it. That's all I needed to hear. But
okay.
If we talk about people who are underrated, I would say
people who slap
Keith Murray, like that Enigma album. Like Keith Murray, very.
See, I had somebody that tell me that they felt like Keith Murray says a whole lot and doesn't really say anything. And I told them that they just need to go and really listen to Keith Murray.
I think that it's just how he delivers it. Like, it might be nuts for people, and then he has like an extensive vocabulary. You know what I mean? Like when he first came on with that hospital joint with Eric Sermon, like that was just, he just raps mad differently in comparison to other people.
Okay, Nina.
What I was saying, I was imagining me dancing to Keith Murray.
On blast, because we didn't have an echo till you got here, damn it. Okay, so come on when you're ready to speak. But I felt like Keith Murray was a little bit ahead of his time. I don't think people were quite putting words and syllables together at that time when Keith Murray bust on the scene, and because now we've been in this area where you got to kind of dumb stuff down in order for people to really listen to it and appreciate it. I don't think Keith ever really got his just due as an MC.
I don't think so either. And for real, did you see the battle with him and Fredro Starr? I
hated that. Yeah, I hated it.
Bro, that broke my heart, yo. If Keith would have been sober, he would have won. He was supposed to kill him in that battle.
I hated that. I was so much looking forward to that. I was actually looking forward to that as much as I was looking forward to Cassidy and Hitman Holla.
I haven't watched it, but I heard Cassidy caught a body. From what I'm hearing, I heard he caught a body.
The last battle I saw with Cassidy, he was fighting that dude, Goods. That's
Goods?
Yeah.
I like Goods. I'm a Goods fan. I like Goods because Goods.
I can't talk against him because as much as he brag and stuff, he still is like a positive role model for
Goods has a freestyle on YouTube and Instagram called "Give Me My Flowers." If you haven't had a chance to check it out, go check it out.
Yeah,
it's my joint. And actually, my background is because of the background on Goods on his podcast. So yeah, shout out to Goods. I even got some fur pillows, Goods. I even got some. Yeah, that's my dude right there. But anyway, y'all.
About to have that man sipping his Henny. He probably sipping his Henny. So.
No, but I was trying to get into this next.
I guess
I have no idea what the hell Nina is doing right now. Nina, get on your mic and talk real quick.
That's my background. I made it up.
That's hot. That's hot.
I'm listening. Continue.
Okay, so Nina, just to kind of catch you up, we had West Baltimore with DSkillz, and we had Baltimore County by way of New Jersey.
Right.
And the alien.
Yeah, she got arthritis, so she can't do the West Side sign, right? She just kind of But she can do that damn middle finger though.
Right, middle finger in full effect.
Yeah, exactly. And we would get ready to get into this next episode project to talk a little bit about that. So
well, this is our second full length tape together, and it's called The Next Episode because of a line from the 6 Day Theory. We made an album together called the 6 Day Theory. Like, you know how Pac had 7 Day Theory, we did like 6 Day Theory for real. And this album was just supposed to be a more polished installment to that.
Now I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Next Episode, I automatically thought of Snoop and Dre because that's one of my favorite songs.
Word.
The Next Episode joint that they got together, I was like, okay, I want to listen to this just to see what kind of vibe they're going on. So just talk a little bit about like the whole production of the album and you guys working together to bring this project together.
So Chile produced the majority of the album, but this is a guy from Lowell, Massachusetts, Far Soul, PHARWHSOUL on Instagram, and he produced like Eat the Rich, Deep Tracks, Crushing Microphones, and a couple other joints off the tape. But Chile,
we're gonna talk about these titles y'all be coming up too, bro.
Word.
Y'all got some amazing titles, bro.
But no, Chile, you want to speak on the production, bro?
Yeah. 6 Day Theory was my favorite because like we made that in a time of just straight darkness, for me at least. I was broke and all I was doing was just making beats and eating off my bottom dollar. So like when I listen to that album, like it just bring me back to just like the sweetness of a dark time because I found peace in, you know, making beats and stuff. 6 Day Theory is always gonna be my favorite, but the Next Episode it is more polished, and I sent him like basically all my best work from over all the years that I've been making beats. And we talk too, like we talk about friendship issues, family stuff. You know, there's a life. We talk about life in general, and definitely talk supreme mathematics and every day. We was on it every day for a minute. And we was just building, and within those conversations, we started finding directions for our music and how we want to help, you know, just everything. Because right now, we as Black people, we in a state where we just like, we need that. We need all guidance from everywhere. Like I can't even listen to toxic music. I can't listen to it. I can't have it around me. Girls I date, I can't have them bumping all that. That stuff in my ear, like I can't have it.
Yeah, you can give some specifics if you want to.
I ain't gonna do that.
He told me 20 times today music. You know?
So y'all said this is the second project, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let me ask you this question. DSkillz, how did Chile progress in his production between the first project and the second one? And then Chile, how did DSkillz progress MC wise from the first project to the second one?
Chile got way better as far as like adjusting the bass levels. He got way better with inserting samples in certain places. He got better at chopping. It's like playing basketball, right? Magic knew where to hit Kareem. Like you can give Kareem the ball, he gonna drop 20, 30, right? But you gotta hit Kareem in certain spots to get him there, to get him to that point faster. Like it's kind of, I don't know. It's like he got better at, I think he got better at overall production, especially with like lo-fi aspects of it.
That's an interesting concept because I do look at the point guard. I do look at the producer as like the point guard for a track or an album, because they're the ones that gotta kind of distribute and know, like you said, know where to find them on the court,
right?
Know where to find you, music wise or whatever the case. That's an interesting concept. I like that.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I might be a little. Pardon me if this already came up. But okay, so DSkillz, you are the MC on the album?
Yes, I am.
And Chile, you're the producer?
Yes.
Okay. I had it backwards. I'm like, wait a minute. So what's an album? I mean, like I haven't heard album in a minute. Is that an EP? How many songs is that? How many? Full length. Do people do that now? They make albums?
Now, most people we do because we're more about quality than quantity. And you purchase the product, we want you to make you feel like you got your money's worth. But beyond the economical aspects of it, we're doing this for the impact. And we've been receiving a lot of love in the culture off of this project. Like we've been getting a lot of Madvillainy, Liquid Swords comparisons, and I feel like we definitely lived up to that on this project. So
go ahead.
But yeah.
How do you buy an album?
Why do you buy an album?
How?
Oh, it's on all major platforms. You can buy it on iTunes. You can buy it on Apple Music. I mean, well, you can stream on Apple Music, but you can buy it on all major platforms, and we have Bandcamp also.
I think the most accessible way to get the albums are Spotify, because you can just get it through the browser and go check it out, play every song without having to pay for it.
Exactly, but the Bandcamp version is like the raw version, meaning that it has like less songs, and if you go on like the major platforms, you will get the extra songs with it too.
Gotcha. So I want you to go ahead and finish answering Twan's question the other way around, because I'm sure that's good stuff.
Oh yeah, Skillz already knew how to rap. Like he was rapping outside on the mic and just in public, like on flawless verses, like never messing up. That's just his thing. You're born to do it. So like he already knew how to rap, but he is now aiming his wordplay in a direction that it's like it's full, like it's a format now, and he could tackle subject matter if you throw it at him. That's like good MCing. When you on that level, you can do soul work, and you could probably save somebody's life, make somebody change. You could do a whole bunch of stuff with that. That's powerful stuff. That's influence, and I think he at that point now where he can influence people.
I'm sitting here and I'm just looking at Skillz, and I don't know why he reminds me of a damn Spike Lee movie, bro. Like you got the New York jersey on, you got the glasses and the do-rag, bro.
Spike Lee is my favorite director.
Really?
That's funny.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He did a master class. His master class is pretty good.
Oh, word.
He got tackling on his angles and whatnot.
I heard you say both of them are from Baltimore. Do you live in Baltimore?
I didn't say that. I said
what you said?
Baltimore by way of New Jersey for Chile.
Gotcha.
He said, well, he wasn't born in y'all stinking ass city.
Don't do that. Don't get him hurt. You know this the home of the Wire, your favorite show.
I've been here.
So what would you describe your style as? Like I try to act like I don't know who you are. I'm acting like it. And the people that I know, I'm trying to introduce you like they don't know anything about you. Okay. So what type of style is your flow? Or your mood?
We make hip hop. We make hardcore, unapologetic hip hop. But we also make conscious hip hop. I also like to call it intelligent street rap because there's consciousness in there too. But it's from the perspective and the level of what goes on in our city. So you get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You get that full cipher, but you also get a lot of different things. Also, you get sports, you get politics, religion. It's a lot of things packaged in one. Man, woman, and child, sun, moon, and stars. You get everything. It's just real hip hop. So you
said,
like hip hop, this is for you.
Yeah, you said something that just really stuck out. You want to explain what's going on in our city? How important is that for you to? I'll put it like this. We know Baltimore City, the reality of where we live and what's going on. How important is it for you as an MC to convey that message of what's going on in our city, yet still let people know that there's more going on in our city than just the stuff that you hear about on a day-to-day?
Well, I think that is very important for two reasons. Malcolm said that we have to create our own positive images. We cannot rely on them. Y'all know who them who they are. You cannot rely on them to create positive images of us. And the other reason is Pac said that whether or not rappers, or well, I'm an MC. MC is a different thing from rapper, but Pac said that MCs should be held accountable, and that like our people look up to us, and we owe that to our people to not only give one side, but to give the other side.
Yeah. People be forgetting, or either they don't know that Pac spent a little time on Greenmount Avenue, on the east side of on the east side of Baltimore, and running up and down between there and the Baltimore School of the Arts. Man, what are you guys' thoughts on Tupac, man? As an artist.
Growing up, from what I've seen, just off of being a kid and actually watching his career, he changed into like 3 different people right before my eyes. Like when I remember being super young and seeing his first video come out, and it was conscious and it was positive. And
that Brenda Has a Baby?
I think it was Brenda Had a Baby. And then I saw him again. And it was
hold up, before you go further. I'm in the process of trying to bring that young lady that played Brenda in that video up on the show. Y'all stay tuned. Go ahead, bro.
That's awesome. That's it. So when I saw him again, I was like, 9, 10, 11, and he was with Death Row, and it was just something totally different. Like, matter of fact, the vibes from the Death Row music hit me different. It kind of like scared me as a kid. Like, I didn't like it. I liked his older stuff better because I like Q-Tip and Nas and stuff like that. And like, seeing that transition was just weird. So I wasn't really rocking with any of the Death Row stuff at all. But
what do you mean it scared you? Like, what do you mean it scared you?
Just the way he was just acting like, just being buck and just
that outlaw. He was the outlaw.
Yeah, I went into that stuff. Really. What
about you, Skillz?
I think that Pac, like many other people, had different sides to him. And I feel I like the revolutionary side. I like the other side too. I like the Hail Mary. I like the songs he did with Thug Life, Quad, Little Liquor. My favorite Pac song is probably My Block. The version on the show soundtrack, for real, not the other version, the Easy Mode B version. But yeah.
One of the most underrated soundtracks in movie history, by the way. But that's the story. Yeah.
And I lived in Jersey, and Flex ain't never played no Pac song once.
You know what's up with him and Pac, bro?
He never played Pac on Hot 97. I never.
Bro, I could spend at least 45 minutes right now talking about why I don't like Funkmaster Flex. Different thing, but we're talking about Pac now, and I got to go back a little bit and say rest in peace to Shop G from Digital Underground, aka Mr. Humpty Hump, because he just passed away recently as well. But it's always interesting to hear people's perspective on Pac, because you can talk to 20 different people and they'll give you 20 different perspectives on Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I just remember when he dropped that song Brenda Has a Baby, and I was actually in West Virginia at the time, and I got into him from a storytelling standpoint, because he really told the story of everything that young lady was going through. And that made me want to listen and hear more of Pac. And then the next time that I heard him, he was on a song called The Same Song with Digital Underground. And they did their rhymes, and then Pac came in. And I would clown around, want to hang around with the underground girls, used to clown, saying, damn, want to come around, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yo, this bro can flow. So that made me want to listen to Tupac even more. And I'm like you, Chili, I'm not really a super fan of the Death Row Tupac, because I just feel like at that point there was too many outside influences that was affecting his music, and I don't think he was really. I love Hail Mary,
Hey,
And
I mean, it's sonically, that's a good song.
yeah, and I love some of the stuff from his All Eyes on Me joint, but I'm not really like a big like Pac. If Pac would have stayed East Coast, I feel like I would have fell in love with Tupac as an artist. And you know, that's just me as a 51-year-old fan of hip hop. I just feel like Pac has so much more to give. And he didn't give us everything, in my opinion. And this is a double CD we talking about, All Eyes on Me, right? That was a double joint.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Pac gave us everything that he had. I just felt like Pac got together and
cashed out.
Yeah, there's legendary stories about how much time he spent in the studio and how much, work he was putting in. I felt like Pac might have known by the time he got to Death Row that he was ready to die already, if that makes sense. And he was just trying to give us as much quality as possible, but didn't necessarily give us the quantity. No, let me say that differently. He was giving us the quantity, but wasn't giving us the quality of the music that I felt like he could have if he would have stayed true to Pac. I felt like
I'm pretty sure he tried and they suppressed it.
Yeah, that's a great point.
And that happens. Money makes it happen. Like people start out so conscious and just spit and just the perfect rapper. Then they get that money, and then they get told what to rap, and then they're a whole different person, man.
But was it just the money, or was it necessarily just the fact that he was on death row and he felt like he had to portray a certain image?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because once everyone saw that Death Row was getting money the way they was, people on the East Coast was trying to beat Death Row. They were like, yo, we got to make gangster music. And losing a lot of conscious rappers that were trying to follow the Death Row path. And it's crazy that it's called Death Row.
How ironic, right? Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm always torn with Tupac. I never include him in my top 5 MCs of all time because I feel like Pac was a great artist and he made good music, but I don't think that he was that great of an MC.
Not all MCs got mental resilience. Like my favorite MC is AZ. And I feel like no matter what millions of dollars you throw at AZ, he gonna rap his heart. That's why he one of my favorites.
And Skills, you gotta chime in on that, man. Like who's your favorite?
It's my favorite MC. It's hard to just name one, but like probably Doom. Doom probably my favorite MC.
What was it about MF Doom, man, that made you just, because like you said, you got the mask in the back, and what was it about him, man, that just made you fall in love with him?
Like Doom would rhyme 85% of his words, and then it would all make sense. Then he was a very skilled technical MC as far as like the amount of words that he rhymed. But then I like people that I can't predict. Like I don't want you to predict what I'm gonna say unless like the scheme was intentionally set up for you to get it automatically.
Yeah.
If I didn't do that, I don't want you to be able to predict it. And with Doom, he'll take it one way and make you think it's going to end one way, then he'll stop and then take it somewhere else. Or then sometimes Doom he'll do like 3 end rhymes back to back, and then you'll be later in the verse and he referenced something he said all the way at the beginning of the song. Like he was just very
his flow was nasty.
It was, bro.
He got amazing flow.
What a meat grinder, rhinestone cowboy, one bear, like it just goes on. Right? Then the stuff he did with KMB was hard too.
We're totally losing Nina right now because we're too deep into hip hop. That's why she has that look on her face right there.
Okay, so my question is, like when you're listening to mainstream radio, hip hop isn't there. Mm-hmm. So you're still creating it, you're still getting money off of it. How do you listen to, what do you do to hear hip hop? Because it doesn't naturally flow to you, correct?
No, you have to be in tune and you have to follow people that feed you. So if you can't just ingest what the mass media give you, like here, because they're gonna play the same trapper on the radio 10 times in one day. So you gotta really know how to feed yourself and follow your artists that relate to you and make you happy, and then they'll probably lead you to another hip hop artist that are in the same realm as them, and then it's just like a rabbit hole. You just start finding hip hop more real. That's how I found him. Like I was on SoundCloud listening to raw hip hop, and then I came across Skills in like 2013 or something.
Yeah,
you just gotta.
I'm gonna get that long. Okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I found New Zealand hip hop the other day. I don't know what I was looking for, but I ended up there. So I was like, I didn't even know that existed, you know. So I'm still learning. Twan, how you get hip hop? Because you're really hip hop. Who feeds you?
For me, and this is just mute your mic, Nina. Yeah. For me, this doesn't just pertain to hip hop. This pertains to music in general. I can literally wake up in a mood and be like, one day I want to listen to LL Cool J. I could wake up the next day and say, I want to listen to the Dungeon Family. I can wake up the next day and say, I want to listen to E40. I could wake up the next day and say, damn it, I don't want to listen to no hip hop, and throw Earth, Wind & Fire Greatest Hits on and listen to Earth, Wind & Fire Greatest Hits.
See, you feeding yourself though.
Right.
Right.
You're not letting the radio do it.
Right. And then you might not get the new piece, right?
Yeah.
I can never let radio, like, the crazy thing about it is, and this is how old I'm getting, I listen to more sports talk radio than I do actual like radio now. You know what I'm saying? There's what is that, 105.7 The Fan. I listen to that because I want to hear about what's going on in the sports world more than I listen to 92Q, because I don't want to listen to a person whose name starts LIL or LOR. If that makes sense.
What about Lil
Wayne?
So, I'm playing with you.
So I got to give props for LOR making it to the top like that.
But you understand what I'm saying?
It's
right?
influence. And and if the whole rest of the world want to go LOR, I would think that was cool.
And I'm not mad
because that came from the bottom.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like if you listen to LOR fill in the blank on certain radio stations, you might hear LOR fill in the blank 47 times that day. You know what I'm saying? There might be a time when I'm in, like, my son, 22 years old, when he gets in the car, he says, Dad, let me hook up to your Bluetooth and we can listen to some stuff for an hour and all of the music sounds the same. You know what I'm saying? And out of respect to him, I'll ride with that, and I've actually come to appreciate some of that. But if I'm in the car by myself, I might need some digging in the crates. I might need some of Fat Joe's first album. I might need to listen to Fuji's The Score. But I also might need to listen to some Babyface.
Do you listen to instrumental albums?
Huh?
Do you listen to beat albums?
I've probably listened to just about every one of, I've probably listened to every instrumental joint that Pete Rock has put out. And I've probably listened to the majority of the joints that, I can't think of the name. Who were we talking about earlier? That passed away.
Jay Dilla.
Jay Dilla. I probably listened to, listened to like 40%.
Man, you gotta check out Fat John for real. Like you're like he got like 13 beat albums that all just
like
fire.
I need to go listen to this guy like today.
And then Nujabes afterwards.
FATJOHN?
JON.
JON. I'm definitely
and
gonna go.
Nujabes is NUJABES.
So what is it about him that makes you wanna?
It's like lo-fi hip hop sound. It's that 90s drums and just like spacious, tranquil beats that take you to a different space where you could like think and get some clarity if you're going through something. That's how I get through rough times. I put the beat albums on and roll me up and just mellow out, get my head straight. And
See, I knew it was in there somewhere. I knew it was in there somewhere. That's why I said, what is your style? Because you two talk similar languages, but it's different. Yours is more whimsical and universal. That's why you sound different.
I like whimsical. Like
whimsical, and it's free, it's fluid, it flows.
Yeah.
So in your case, I know you're working with him on this project, but you're a beat guy. Do you have something where it's just beats and no words?
I do. I have a beat tape up on SoundCloud, but I haven't. I'm gonna release a beat tape through DBL soon.
What is that?
That's their label.
It's a collective.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. So I thought it was another streaming platform or something. I'm trying to keep up.
Oh, no, it's going to be on Spotify and everything. But
okay. Yeah, and would you say Spotify is a lucrative way, it links you back to the money with hip hop? Okay. Because I'm like, where's your money come from? If people are like Antoine feeding themselves, but they're listening to a major platform and it's being fed to them, correct?
Right. But you got to know what to search for, and shows like
you said lo-fi hip hop. Did you make that up, or is that really a genre?
No, that's a big genre.
Okay. Yeah,
it's just fresh, but it's huge.
It's just a variation of boom bap.
It's that really authentic.
Kind of like club people hate that boom bap calls itself lo-fi, because lo-fi used to be just like house music. So it's kind of confusing everybody. But yeah, they call it boom bap or lo-fi hip hop.
Nina, I see your mouth moving, but you're not. We can't hear you.
My mouth wasn't moving, sir. I just was saying that I had to research lo-fi because I'm house all day. Okay. But I have a piece of, like, when I'm listening to mainstream sativa music, it's music that you can almost see. But then boom bap, 808 heartbeats. So I'm interested in how all that comes together.
Yeah. They have more of the style of hip hop that I like to listen to. Because I just like, as I said in the beginning, that first 15 to 20 seconds of a song either makes me or break me. But once I get past that first 15 or 20 seconds, and most of that is the beat, once that MC comes in, even your first 4 to 8 bars can make me or break me for that song.
Right.
And I always say I've missed out or overlooked so much dopeness and had to go back and realize how dope it was because I follow that concept. Like we talked about Black Rob earlier. I'm gonna take the Black Rob song, Whoa. When you hear that, and you want to know what's coming next. And then when he comes in, I had this bad bitch uptown, she was bold. You want to listen to that song, you know what I'm saying? For me, one of my wife and I, one of our favorite songs is What We Do by Freeway, Jay-Z. When you hear that,
that's one of the hardest beats.
You automatically know you're staying there for the rest of the song. Yeah. Unless they come in talking, nonsense, you automatically know that you're there.
No, Philly is slept on. Philly is slept on. Because I was watching Petey Crack on Drink Champs, and I was like, damn, I didn't know he was that smart. Like, because you just, in that area, you just get what you get. You get the artist, and that's it. Like, now you can actually see your artist on 360 motion. So,
hold up. I want to stay there, though, because you said Philly is slept on. So, I'm from the Philly era of Major Figures, which was Gilly and his crew. But then there was also a song back in the day called The Fabulous Life with Cool C. And unfortunately, he's in jail now because him and his crew decided to rob a bank and shot a black cop and all of this stuff. But the Philly era Like, I personally don't even think Will Smith gets his props for what he did as an MC and putting Philly in the forefront. And then I've always said that Black Thought never got his props as an MC because he was always a member of a group. And
he does now because like that his freestyle he did on Sway. That shit was crazy.
Exactly. And I'm telling people like, yo, Black Thought was killing it way before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now the nigga did a freestyle, and all of a sudden y'all on Hot 97, and now y'all want to act like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. No, bro, Black Thought been killing it like that. Like, listen to Roots albums. I mean, other than Dice and maybe another MC here or there, he's been the like 90% of the
MTV only played them one time. Like MTV would play Roots song one time out of the lineup, but everybody else, like Nelly and all them, they was getting heavy rotation. I just remember growing up because I used to watch MTV and BET. As soon as I got home, take my backpack off, throw BET on or MTV. And I remember.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
I was about to say, what year is
33.
This?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was like 96, 97 ish. That time frame, so we was still glued to the TV and the channels and stuff. Is BET, MTV, or Cartoon Network. And I just remember the Roots would get some play, but they only got like one slot out of all the rest of the hip hop artists that were getting extreme rotation. So it's been like that. Like conscious music gets suppressed big time. But if it slips through the cracks, it's because of numbers.
Who are some of your quote unquote best conscious MCs?
Tribe, AZ, Nas, Common, Raekwon, anybody in Wu-Tang, pretty much. Like Heaven and Hell. That's the Raekwon and Ghostface. I do mess with that. I mess with that song and the Ghostface verse. That's my joint. Like stuff like that, man. Anything that's rapping about real life and not just making up a bunch of flex bars. Like I can't do flexing. Like it's too much.
Wise Intelligent from the Poor Righteous Teachers. I will put him up there. That nigga's up.
Public Enemy.
I feel like I could be friends with y'all far beyond this interview, bro. Cause y'all saying all the right stuff right now for me, bro. Yeah.
You got some new friends?
I have some new friends in the hip hop community. He said Wise Intelligent.
I'm gonna have to look him up, man.
And I'm not even talking Rock This Funky Joint. Rock This Funky Joint was their commercial success.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go and listen to the other music from Poor Righteous Teachers, bro.
Yeah, I would count J. Rue as conscious.
J. Rue the Damager.
Yeah.
Come Clean is one of my favorite songs of all time, bro.
That beat is hard. My father's.
Would you call Cannabis conscious?
I love Cannabis. I would call him conscious. The only problem with Cannabis is that he hooked up with Wyclef. And Wyclef tried to take him on a whole different journey that I'm not sure.
Yo, Cannabis got some sus lines, bro. Like
second round.
I mean, they are a little sus, but yo, Biggie, you got Biggie,
bro.
My nigga, that nigga said, yo, you know what he said, yo.
Bro,
I'm not even gonna repeat it. You know what he said,
bro. Second round knockout is my second favorite diss song ever, next to No Vaseline by Ice Cube.
Yo, second round knockout was serious. I was there for that.
Yo,
I remember when
that
bomb dropped on that.
First of all, I lost a lot of respect. Yeah, go ahead and play it out, Nina. I want
to feel like I could participate in this conversation. So I have to say locally, Star Lady Heroin. Continue.
Yo, first of all, I lost a lot of respect for LL Cool J, who at that time was one of my favorite MCs. When he let Cannabis drop his verse and then he went back and redid his verse on that 4-3-2-1 joint. But then when Cannabis got mad and he dropped that second round knockout, and he hit that joint where he said, "Now let me rip the tat from your arm, kick you in the groin, stick you for your Vanguard award in front of your moms, your first, second, and third born. Have your wife get on the horn, call Minister Furk."
Yo, he went off, man. That's what I'm trying to tell Skills. I'm like, yo.
I never said he didn't go off, bro. You just know that line man sus, dude.
Bro.
All right. Even his tattoo was sus, man.
Bro, and the rest of the song, yo, don't get me wrong. The whole song was dope.
It was.
But when he got to that point, because that was after I'll even wait for the studio audience to applaud. Let me rip the tat from your arm, kick you in. Bro, I was
his work was crazy, man.
Look at Nina, where you go?
And you know, I was right by the radio with the dang record button. I had saved
bro. Oh my god. LL Cool J was damn near like Superman to me at that time. And I said, LL, just go, yo. Just leave, yo. Don't come back. Don't reply. Don't reply.
Flex played that joint 3 times in a row. He said, "It's crazy right now. Which one is it?"
In the groin.
You play somebody this song 3 times in a row. That's messed up, man.
Bro, I was done, yo. Like and I'm so much of a fan of this songs, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you remember the result when everyone called in and had to vote on who won? Man.
It was a no-brainer for me. It was like it wasn't even close. And like I said, I was a LL fan. Like I was damn near LL groupie at that point. But that second round knockout joint.
So
honestly, I didn't listen to it like that. I just knew him from that sitcom he was in with the 2 kids.
Oh, L.
Yeah, that's not.
But that was his whole. I'll even wait for your studio audience to applaud.
Yeah.
That was in reference to the show because he had a show. I forgot what it was called, but it was like
bro, with him and Carlton. Talking about that.
Carlton was in it.
It was called In the House. Right? Talking about that.
Yeah,
In the House or something like that.
Yeah. Because it was 2 kids and there was this short, light-skinned lady, but he wasn't with her.
That was Debbie Allen. That was Debbie Allen. Yeah, she's like legendary. Yeah. But now let me rip the tat from your arm, kick you in the groin, kick you for your. Oh my gosh, bro! I was like, yo, there wasn't a lot of MCs at that time that had the balls to go at LL, and this was a guy who was basically.
I never heard of this on the counter ever again.
This was a guy that was trying to get on.
That's better than Ether.
Oh yeah, it was better than Ethan.
In my opinion, hell yeah, it's not even close.
Ethan next up. Ethan next up.
Yeah, and in my opinion, yeah, that shit ether, in my point. In my point of view. Yeah. That ether, bro.
It did.
So how did people feel back when LL did that to the Break of Dawn joint? When he just like hammered.
He was dissing Ice-T and Kool Moe Dee, bro. Like I can do a song dissing Kool Moe Dee, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and I love, like I said, I love this song. Like when Ice Cube came with No Vaseline and this NWA, like that was life. That was heaven for me. Like
I like Eazy-E versus Dre.
With the Compass CG.
Oh yeah. Real Compass CG.
Why, bro?
And then he had his little young boy come on there and tear it up too. He killed it. He did his thing.
Yeah. I'm a diss song like guru. I love when MCs have their beefs and they go on wax and settle the beef. You know what I'm saying? Instead of as opposed to, you know. But look, real quick, man. I want to get to know Mr. Harris and Mr. whatever Chile's government last name may be. Tell us a little bit about y'all, man.
Okay.
Whoever wants to go first.
You want to go first, bro?
I can. Yeah. I graduated high school here in Maryland, and I went to the Marines for about 4 years, and then I came back here. Oh yeah, hoorah, man! And I definitely wanted a release from just all the nonsense that I had went through in there, and just to clear my head. And I wanted to not be, because as soon as I got back from the Marines, I started contracting. I went right back to Iraq, and I went to Afghanistan again as a contractor. And I didn't realize it, but I was just destroying myself going over there, putting myself through that.
Hey, bro, let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you for a few seconds on that. While we on that Marine Corps thing, I graduated from high school in '87. No idea what I wanted to do. Back then, those recruiters used to come to our schools. Had this fine-ass woman, Staff Sergeant Matthews. She used to come to Walbrook every week. I joined the Marine Corps, bro, and this is something that a lot of people don't know. I went to Parris Island, South Carolina.
Oh, me too.
I went to Charleston, South Carolina. Let me step back. I went to Charleston, South Carolina, and they put you down in the basement of that airport until all of the recruits from all over the country fly in. And then they put you on that bus and they take you to Parris Island. Bro, I got on that bus.
Yellow footprints.
Bro, I got on that bus and I took that ride. And the next thing I know, two little 5'3" white boys got up on that bus and started yelling at me, bro. I wanted to excavate everything that was inside of me at that point.
I ain't gonna lie, man. They had to jump me. They jumped me on that part because they were like, put your civilian clothes back on, and I was like, for what? Next thing you know, I saw was boots in my face.
I made it through first phase, and I made it through rifle range, and I actually shot expert at rifle range.
Nice.
And then we went to the third phase, and we ran the confidence course, and it rained the night before. And a lot of people that know me know that I was. Say that again?
Basic warrior training?
Yeah, I'm still in basic training. I went to run this thing called a confidence course. And unfortunately, I was on crutches when I graduated. So I graduated in mid-May. I went to Parris Island in June. I wasn't fully recuperated.
She was MRP.
Yeah, I went to the medical rehab platoon and I stayed there for like 2.5 months. And they were like, bro, we're tired of wasting our good government money on you, our good taxpayer money on you. We're going to send you back home. That's my story. Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Hey, what battalion?
Bro, I have no idea. We're talking like 40 years ago. Man.
Oh, word.
I know I was in the 30s, like I was like 30-25 or something like that. And,
3rd Battalion. All right, bet. Yeah. The 3rd Battalion was hardcore, man.
Yeah, I was. That's Sergeant Matthews. I'll never forget him. I had a white senior drill instructor and 3 regular drill instructors, and those dudes gave me the bleed.
Yo, they got rhythm, man. The drill instructors, when they sing cadence, that joint nice.
That was the only way that I made it through the runs.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, that cadence saved me, man.
Yeah. All right, that's enough about it. I just thought about that when you said
it. I do that now. Like I be ready to fall. Like, oh man, all right.
You got it. You fall in. Well, up in the morning with the runners inside.
Yeah. Focus. You two, block 1 and 4.
All right. So yeah, that's me.
Well, I got a quick question that might not be a quick answer. Based on your military experience, because you did make it way past what Twan did, do you see anything in the world today that's activating the way you were trained to think?
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You understand that question?
I would have been in the National Guard and I would have shot all them white people that came to the Capitol.
Well, I feel like it's a movement that the average person can't see. people
Well,
with military backgrounds may see it.
right now,
Something's happening now.
they are changing the military so drastically. Like if me and him were to go back to boot camp, we wouldn't recognize anything that's going on right now. Like they are really pushing this mental wellness type deal. So like the stuff that happened to me and him wouldn't even fly right now. Like they can't even curse at you the way they curse at us. Like they call us racial slurs, all type of stuff. They can't do that no more. And now the recruits are able to use stress cards to escape, boot camp for a bit, and they can call their parents. But like when I went through, I couldn't call home. I had to call home the first night. And the rest of them 4 months, you just no calls unless you had an emergency or something. But they're moving away from that. They're not trying to traumatize their guys anymore. They're trying like a different approach on building a person. So it's different now. Like, yeah, it is a big change. I seen it. And plus I have a friend, he just went through Army boot camp, and he was telling me about it. I'm like, yeah, they changed everything up. Like you really have to treat recruits with respect. And I know that's something that's like foreign to us. Cause you're like, oh yeah, we got new recruits. Let's tear them a new one. That used to be the mentality. Now they like really nurturing these guys. So they changing curriculums and everything. It's crazy. It's a new order for sure.
That's crazy. That first drill instructor stepped on that bus and said, "I don't give a damn about your mother, your father, your sister, your uncle, your aunt."
They were hardcore.
Get off this bus and get on those footprints. And that's all about
Bro, these were the rawest dudes I ever met in my life, man. They were raw. Even the white boys.
And they showed you that one movie called The D.I. Did they show that to y'all back then?
No, they showed us Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket, yeah. So you know, yeah.
Showed us that. They showed us that at the hotel before we got to the basic training.
Full Metal Jacket will change your life if you're a recruit on your way to get into the service, bro. That'll make you change your mind, like there.
I would have changed my mind. Matter of fact, the Marines gave me 10 high school credits. Like I was technically a 10th grader when I graduated, but I hooked up with this recruiter, and he was like, "Damn, I might be able to do something for you." He actually gave me 12 credits, and like everyone I graduated with were like, "What? You don't ever come to school. How the hell did you graduate?" I was like, "I'll work the deal out with my recruiter." My friend did the same deal, but he didn't go through with it, so he ended up being stuck with no diploma, no nothing. So you gotta make it happen, man. You gotta talk to the right people.
Staff Sergeant Matthews, boy, she was fine as I don't know what. I'd have flew to Beirut the day after I graduated. She told me
Marines is beautiful, man.
She told me she gave me a kiss. I'd have flew to Beirut the day after I graduated. That's how fine she was. But DSkillz, talk a little bit about just like D. Harris, like your upbringing. I know you said you were West Baltimore over there. Talk about a little bit about just like your upbringing in this city, man.
Okay, well, I come from a family of like my mom. She still does music. My stepfather did music. Von Mason, rest in peace. I was always around music. But at first I just wanted to DJ, like, but then I started rhyming. Like I fell in love with hip hop watching Rap City when I was little. It was Thursday. They were showing like a throwback, and the video for One Love by Nas came on. I've been in love with hip hop ever since.
Tigger could freestyle better than some of the MCs that came on there.
You say it again?
I said Big Tigger could freestyle better than some of the MCs that came on there.
Oh,
y'all remember when Ghostface Punk Killer? I mean, Ghostface Punk Trigger.
Yeah, before the Joe Pesci funny how on him.
You think it's a joke? The job of what?
But anyway, go ahead, bro.
But yeah, man, just growing up in Baltimore, like a lot of battling and ciphering. I would just battle and I just like freestyle, and then I started writing, and that's when I really got better. Then after I graduated, I went to Morgan. So
So what was the hip hop scene in the city when you guys really started getting into the game?
it was a lot of like just cipher based. Like you had like your trap rap and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm from more so the underground parts of it. Like my OGs are people like Tislam, You'll Never Know.
Shout out to
Like
Tislam, God, bro. Oh my gosh. My man.
Tiz, my OG, bro. He was the first person to ever interview me. Like, much respect to the God. Like, just people like that. Shout out, J Royale. He nasty, bro. Like,
The Ivory Stoop.
bruh, classic.
The Ivory Stoop.
Know what I mean? Just that type of tree as far as Baltimore music go, like Lab Tech One, like that type of tree. That's the type of emceeing tree I come from. As far as growing up as an artist here in Baltimore. But like it was just very competitive. Like nowadays, not to say that people don't care about their pen, but it's not really like how it used to be. Like there's still a strong open mic presence, but more people are more so focused on like the commercial aspects and the song structure.
So did you used to do some of the ciphers down at the harbor with them?
No, I'm 24, bro. Like,
Okay.
like I probably wouldn't say I jumped in the scene till like 2013, 2014, something like that.
Okay.
But I grew up watching like Pit
Before your
Fight.
time. Okay.
Know what I mean? Like Lil Nate, Big Cuz, all them on the Pit Fight Battle League. Like, so.
Because you mentioned two legends right there. When you said Tislam and J Royale, like I got the Ivory Stoop on my phone right now, and I could play that joint. And like J Royale is a part of a group that I consider to be like the Baltimore version of the Wu-Tang Clan, with Ill Conscious and Guy Grams and the Dirt Platoon. Like those guys collectively, bro, is like these are guys that headline shows overseas. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
If you go on YouTube and you look up a documentary called Paramore, Parimore, they were working with some MCs from Paris, and it's Paris, Baltimore. That's where Parimore comes in. Just to see people from our city going that far into other countries. I had the opportunity of interviewing Ill Conscious like 3 years ago when he the night before he was leaving to go to Chile, South America, to headline a tour, bro, like to headline a show. Like those guys are so amazing to me. So for you, especially at your age, to mention those names, like that's dope to me, bro, that you're even on to that part. Because usually if I ask somebody in their 20s, they'd be like Young Moose and, or this, that, and the other. And, that's dope for you to be even on that, that level of understanding the MCs that we have coming out of this city.
Definitely. And our collective, like, of course, it's me and Chile, but it's about 11 of us. We just finished our album like last week. Man, if you like the next episode, you're gonna love this. This is some real Into the 36 type. Like, I'm gonna have to send you the link or something. But
yeah,
what's the 36?
And DNA is on it too.
Nina,
DNA.
Nina, Into the 36 Chambers was Wu-Tang's first album. Okay. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about that project, Skills.
Okay. So the group is, Chile, if I forget somebody, no offense to nobody, it's 11 heads beat, but y'all know I love all y'all, but it's me, Chile, Dope Soul, Black Chakra, Dave One, Mike Lapedia, DP Infinite, G-Day, bruh.
Hold up.
Hold
up. Stop. You said Black Chakra, yo.
Yes, that's my man.
The dopest spoken word artist. That's the dopest spoken word artist touching down in the city right now, in my opinion.
Yes.
Shout out Shop.
City too.
And I I had a radio station that I started a couple of years ago called Worldwide Flavor Network, and I had a show on there called True School Flavor, and we brought Chakra up on a Saturday and just strictly talked to him about emceeing, and then we let him go, and we just let him rock. And Shock is
The truth.
You gotta hit him.
Is amazing, bro.
Me and Black
His pen is amazing, bro. And it's crazy because it's crazy because like last year, I was having a little debate on Facebook with some millennials. I'll just say that for lack of a better term, that swore to God that Lil Wayne is like the greatest MC of all time. And Shock came on the post and he was like, I'm sorry if you guys feel like Lil Wayne is the epicenter of da-da-da-da. Y'all know how Shock would talk. And Shock broke them down. And it was, I think Shock was the last comment of the whole post. I don't think nobody got on and said, oh my gosh, Shock is oh my gosh, bro. Shock is that dude, bro. And the way that he's going over from what he's doing spoken word wise to MC wise is absolutely amazing. Thank you for mentioning him, bro.
Oh no, like, well, I gotta shout him out here in the group, bro.
Yo, I didn't know that. Okay.
You gotta hit a song.
It's about 11 of us, like, and the album is about to come out later in May. Like, the album is ridiculous. We already got a single out now called Red Rum Ring. So, and it's nasty. It's one of those, like,
bro.
If you want to hear my verse, I'll spit it, bro.
The floor is
came to put these niggas on notice. Bars, main flows ferocious. Ask around, they know who the dopest while they're growing. Because I'm not ruled by emotion. I do more than most MCs. I slam poets. Raw coke flow, prone to lead the fiends overdosing. Listeners hanging on to every moment. Verbal leg drops. Flex on niggas as if I'm Hulk Hogan. Or we can take it to the octagon. Joe Rogan. Hey, yo. I'm finna pass the mic.
I don't understand a Joe Rogan reference, but yeah, that's you. Okay.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Joe Rogan, finna pass the mic, not a forward motion. My nigga Mike got the holes open for a slide on the roster. The beat I bodied it. Got it locked like a roster. And I'm done with this shit. Shut out my nigga Black Chakra. And then Chakra goes after me. And then a few of us go after him. Shit is crazy. The album is crazy. Seriously. Like this one, if you love that underground, that raw underground shit, you gonna love it. Seriously, we came out crazy this year with the next episode.
What's the name of it?
The shit that Black Chakra did.
Red Rum.
It's called Red Rum Ring.
And when is this coming out?
No, the album is called Rappers Are in Danger. And we remade the Midnight Marauders cover. You gonna see it when it comes out.
Ooh.
But basically, the album is called Rappers Are in Danger. The group is DBL, parentheses Down by Law. But the single is called Red Rum Ring, and that's out now. You can find it on YouTube. We got a video for it, and we have a visualizer on it on Wavy Living's channel. But we came out crazy this year, bro. Between the next episode with me and you, Chile, Black Chakra dropped his debut rap project, Crippler Crossface, and now the group tape about to drop. Bro, shit is about to get real in May, bro. I'm not trying to talk shit, nothing like that, but rappers are really in danger, bro.
Yo, this dude on Facebook talking about the Godzilla and King Kong joint, and he got music out? I'm talking about Shock. I'm talking about Shock right now.
Yo,
like,
Pete,
yo, you got music out and you want to talk about Godzilla and King Kong, bro? Where's the music?
Hey, bro, his album is out now. It's called Crippler Crossface, bro. Insane. That album is crazy. And he's on my album too. On the song My Name Is My Name. But it's most of us are here in the city. Some of us are one of us is in North Carolina, one of us is in New York, and one of us is in Michigan. But the rest of us are in the city, and we all spent, and the album is crazy. For real. And when you hear Red Rum Ring, you gotta think about how crazy it is that we started the album like that. Hey, bro, I wish you could play it, but Go to Black Shaka goes after me on Red Rum Ring. I threw him the oop. He Vince Cartered that bitch and put his arm in the ring and just stood there on niggas. I'm telling you, that shit, that verse is some of the best shit I've heard in my life, literally. Seriously. On everything. Red Rum Ring. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get Shock on the show, bro. Cause Shock been holding out, bro. Shock been holding out. I'm gonna have to get him. I wish he would pop up and give a comment right now, and I could just send him the link and pull him in now. That's, oh my gosh, yo.
I mean, I can hit him up, see if he, bro.
Yeah, you can send it through Instagram.
I'm gonna send him the share.
Tell Shock to hit, if he replies to you, tell him to hit Antoine in the inbox real quick, and I'll send Shock a link, because that dude right there, bro. But anyway, back to where we originally were with the question. Skillz, you're born and raised here. Tell us, I know you said West Baltimore, just tell us a little bit about your coming up in the city.
Specifically Garrison. Growing up in the city, I came up around like the G unit era. Like right now, everybody say dummy. I came up in the yo era. Like
we ain't calling each other dummies back then.
Okay. But yeah, like Baltimore. The thing about Baltimore is like time changes. Like time has changed. You know, time flies for real. But the thing is, like, Baltimore is so small, right? To the point where everybody know each other. And if you don't know somebody, you know somebody who know that person. So, you know, Baltimore is very community oriented. I feel like Paz though, like Paz from Daylight Stakes Aside, he was like neighborhoods, and now hoods is nobody's neighbors. We just animals surviving off the animal behavior. Like I feel that too, but at the same time,
So let me ask y'all this: How do y'all feel about the city as a whole, as far as the hip hop scene? Because when you think about Baltimore, you think of you might talk about Los, you might talk about Boss Man, you might talk about Scar Akbar, and then what was the young brother that got killed? What was his name?
Lil Scooter.
But outside of that, and I hate the fact that we don't get the credit. Yeah, and I hate the fact that we don't get the credit. But where do you feel like we fit in on the hip hop scene, and how can we get the respect that we should on the national scene?
I think that we just fit in by being original. Like, yeah, like you can get on being like cookie cutter and trying to be like Atlanta or Chicago or something, but there's a very uniqueness to Baltimore, and like, yeah, we get joked because of the accents and all that, but everybody messes with Baltimore because Baltimore is a real place. Like we performed in New York for the first time. Well, certain members of BDL, we performed in New York for the first time, like last October, and like it wasn't a bad, like they was really rocking with us. But my point being is, I think that just the originality and sounding like ourselves as opposed to try to sound like someone else, I think that's what's going to set us apart.
So we've talked to people in the past, and people say that Baltimore is so much of a club scene as far as the music is concerned, or a house music scene, that hip hop kind of gets overlooked. Do y'all agree with that?
It did. I did a while back.
It did.
For sure. But that uniqueness was still in the club beats. Like those drum patterns, that shit was only in Baltimore. And them joints used to hit nice, because I used to go to the Hammerjacks back in the day, and I used to come home just done, man. All that dancing and just people everywhere. That energy was crazy. And like, yeah, listening to club music is nice on the radio, but when you actually at a club and they playing it like that, it's like a whole different experience. Like the Paradox and the Hammerjacks back in like mid 2000s, it was just the prime spot to be at. And like club music was popping so hard, kind of like New York was with hip hop when hip hop birthed. That's kind of like how club music was in Baltimore. So that's just roots.
And our Baltimore DJs kind of, they still
They still
fuse
cooking.
the hip hop with the club. They would loop one piece from a hip hop and make a whole club song out of it.
I love when they did that.
Yeah.
Especially with Lil Jon songs. Like when they turned Lil Jon song into club songs, them jokes used to be extra crunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Chile, do you feel like that took away from our?
Nah. It put us on the map because Kanye West took that same club style and made a song with it. Like I'm the Ish. That was Baltimore Club. And matter of fact, I think that was K Swift's drums, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. On the So, but do you feel like that took away from our hip hop influence, so to speak? Because a lot of the people that we've mentioned were on the scene hip hop wise at that time, but because we were so heavily influenced in club music and house music, the hip hop kind of took, I ain't even gonna say a backseat. Like, yo, we were in the back of the pickup truck as far as hip hop.
I always looked at them as all as one. I don't know why. I always looked at it as a whole collective thing.
It depends on where you party, what clubs you were listening to music to. So because I was all over, I never lost the hip hop. It wasn't as much now, but they still got DJs that's what they do. They like hip hop, so they find a way to work it into their sets, whether they're mixing it or they got a whole hip hop set.
Yeah, because you would hear a Hot 100 song mixed in with the club music, at the club. So I thought it gave it a boost, honestly.
Yeah, it did. And then Philly picked the whole club thing up and sped it up and then added hip hop to that. So it kept it alive.
Did that as well.
That's what I mean to say. I got locked up before that. I always mixed Philly up with Jersey. So yeah, that's what I mean. Jersey club. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So they kept club going after K Swift died, and they still were doing that whole hip hop piece with it. So it's still alive today. Yeah. But straight hip hop, for me, it's not fed in traditional places. Like you said, you got to go look for it.
Right. Because it's specific art. You know, it's a what do they say? Acquired taste.
Acquired taste. Now you got some people that like music. So for me, before I would choose no music, I'm going to choose any music. So I started, I was alive when hip hop was born. Somewhere in there, I don't know where hip hop went away, but I still listen to the classic. Through working with Twan, I got some exposure to like guys like you, the now guys. I wouldn't have found you by myself. I was getting ready to do something while you was gone, Twan. You came back too fast.
I'm glad I came back when I did. Lord.
So has anything in what's going on today, has that affected your music, the way you market, the way you create it, the way you rap it? Is anything today relevant in your music or the other way around?
I mean, your real life pours into the music. You know, like Mos Def said it best. If on the Black on Both Sides album, he was like, people ask him, where does he think hip hop is going to be in 5 years? He said it's going to be wherever we at. If we messed up, it's going to be messed up. If we conscious, it's going to be conscious. So the life always pours into the music. And I was telling one of my homeboys the other day, like another MC sent me a song, and it was like some party music. And like, I think you need music like that too, but it's just so much going on right now. Like, that's not what I'm on right now, bro. Like for example, right? They just had a month-long trial for something that we all saw happening on camera.
Right on camera.
Like, they playing with our intelligence, and you see that they are openly in our faces playing with our intelligence, and you want to make it throw that ass right there. Like, dog, what you on? Like it just don't make sense to me. Like our people need food for thought, and I'm just not on that type of time, bro.
But with what you just said, Skills, I think Nina is talking just as much from like a business standpoint. Like,
oh, my bad. I misunderstood the question.
No.
I flew with that. I flew with it because I am the original party girl, right? So I could be caught up in I am caught up in what's going on today, but I am a part of a different solution. So you're speaking about one thing in your music, like life still got to go on even though it ends, and it don't end the way we think it's going to end if it ends at all. So you still need a piece of the party regardless of what's going on. So I get that throw that ass song, but I get your style as well, because you need a whole bunch, because we can't all be the same. Exactly. I do need a break from real life sometimes, you know. So that I might listen to music like that at some time. I might not listen to the truth when I feel like the whole world is falling apart, or vice versa. So I got it when you answered it. I forgot how I asked it, because I got your answer, but I can't. Oh, so is any of the pain of today in your music? That maybe is that how I said it at first?
I don't. For me, I was looking at it more so from just the fact of how business has changed. Whereas I come from the day of, we grew up and artists, like I remember going to Mondawmin and I could pass 4 or 5 artists that were trying to promote CDs and sell me CDs out of the trunk. And now we're in this day and age where you guys can drop a song and literally click a button and it'll go to all of your social media following, all of your, you know, whatever following. And now we can get, you know, your music is so much more accessible.
So it's how are you marketing it? How are you selling it? How are you promoting it?
Right.
Now versus before COVID.
Oh, before COVID, it was definitely more like selling physical copies, things of that nature. Now it's more so online. Like you would go to Bandcamp and you would purchase it, and like when you download it, you get the songs, but you get like the extra covers and things of that nature. It's more so online based. Like I feel like there's advantages and disadvantages to this whole pandemic thing, because like a lot of people have more time on their hands than they would normally have. So if there was something that you didn't have the time to do before this, now more than likely you had the time to do that. So
we've never been ones to over promote what we do. Like he already had his following somehow. Like back when I first met him, he had thousands of listens on SoundCloud. And I know it is a lot though. That's a big thing, because SoundCloud is a hard audience to win because they have access to millions of other artists. And just getting an organic listening audience on SoundCloud, it is a big deal. And I saw that potential in them like years ago. So we never really had to go out of our way to promote, because I feel like when you overly promote something, you kind of take away from what it really is. If people find your stuff, it's kind of like a treasure to them when they find it, you know, and they respect it more than you just forcing music down their throat. So it's kind of like a different vibe for the consumer when they get our stuff. That's why I like sitting in the realm of hip hop, because hip hop has never been a thing that was overly promoted. And that's probably why I like it so much, because it's so special and hidden. Like, I don't know, I feel like we've been sitting in that pocket, kind of marinating off that, just off of making hip hop. You automatically fall into that category.
And you know what, Chile, I totally, to the third 100 power, respect that, because I feel like that even if you guys couldn't make a penny off of the music that you guys produce, that you all would still do this. But at the end of the day, you still have to make some money off of this music that you're putting out and these projects that you're producing. So is there a way that you guys go about making sure that you can eat, and you know, how do you go about promoting and making sure that everybody knows about this great stuff that you're putting out?
Well, before the
albums. Oh, go ahead.
Before the album, I did a song with Phantom for Woo Brazil, and like that did well on YouTube. Shout out Woo Brazil, Phantom, like shout out Complete Sons, Supreme Alive, Magnetic, just different Woo connected people that we make music with. But like we've been collaborating with a lot of artists, so like that increases the promotion also. But like but as far as like making sure that we get it to the right people and making sure that we make money off of it, like you know, we reach out to blogs, things of that nature. I'll also like I move features for real. I ghostwrite, so just different avenues of revenue as far as the music go. And I used to battle. Well, I kind of still battle. K-Shark for me.
And I'm asking that question because I'm sitting on your Bandcamp page right now, and I want to go support everything that you guys are doing, but I want to make sure that y'all really get, you know, whatever it is that y'all get from Bandcamp. I want to make sure that you guys get your just due for me going in and saying, okay, I'm going to sign up for this link. And, you know, how do we make sure that you guys are getting your just due from the work that you're doing?
Man, we getting just due just off of being on this show. Like, you know, things like this is like creative ways to promote your music without shoving it down people's throat. Just us talking about the projects on here. That's one way of doing it. Like, there's so many creative ways to, like, you know, stage your stuff out there without, you know, coming at people like car salesmen. There's so many approaches.
Right.
Like,
so do you all
way,
have regular, I can't say regular, but do you have regular jobs in addition to your music?
Yes.
I don't work. I work for myself.
Oh, my man, I want to be like you when I grow up, bro.
You are, Tommy.
Yes, I am Tommy. I tried working a job.
She was being a smart ass right there. She was talking to
hey
me.
Man, that's what they called me too. I ain't worked a job in years.
Yeah.
What are you doing,
No, but I just want to make sure as I'm going on to try to create this damn Bandcamp.
Yeah, I just emailed you my Bandcamp.
Okay, that'll make that a lot easier because I was trying to go on and create an account, and they said that my email was under.
Oh no,
I just want to make sure because Nina, you know, like,
right.
I really
just because I bought it here doesn't mean it goes to the audience.
If you go to Spotify, we still get our residuals because we all use DistroKid.
And like I said before, I've Okay. So, and like I've said in the past, like, I will have guests on my show that will, at that time when we were doing physical radio, they would bring their projects, you know, and sign it for us and everything. But I still want to go and actually support financially. You know, I want to go and purchase the project because I know the work that goes into that kind of make sure that I support, and anything that I click in this online world, I just want to make sure everybody gets what they're supposed to be getting because, you know, y'all putting y'all blood, sweat, and tears in. So if I go in and purchase it, I want to make sure that it's coming to the people that it's supposed to be coming to.
Right, and you work with a lot of artists from
a broken ass?
I was trying to see if you could figure out what it was. Can you hear me? When you go to the junkyard, they cut up license tags. So this one's my birthday.
Nigga,
I'm bringing the junkyard to you. I'm talking to me. I was trying to see how I look on the camera. I don't need you. Anyway, we deal with a lot of older artists. Right. So I was stalling while you were looking on the computer.
No, don't stall. Get them broken ass license plates off here, man.
Wait a minute, let me show you the other one. Can you see the other one?
Oh.
Your ass.
And that's her putting me the finger on the slide.
Right. So I was saying because we interview a lot of older audiences, they didn't get the proper residuals. They didn't get paid for their hits. So that's another reason why you're like that, because we keep hearing stories how people weren't compensated for their work.
Exactly. So I want to make sure that this $5 that I'm trying to spend goes to the artist. That's
right.
That's all.
I understood.
And it still won't let me buy a digital album or. Go ahead, keep talking, Nina.
No, do it yourself. Since I couldn't do it yourself. You know everything, bro. You got this.
I don't.
Let's say for some reason
I don't. That's why I can't buy this damn album.
Right, go ahead, because they know your $5 is fake. Anyway, for let's say that you guys, for some great, fantastic reason, you got a hit that's way bigger than what you thought you was gonna do. How would it change your life?
Financially, it would change. Give us resources to make more music, have more time, more access to equipment, people, marketing strategies, or a whole bunch of stuff.
Fantastic answer. DSkillz, would you, something that's a treat, something that you don't have to do? What is your perk of making some big money? What you first thing I'm gonna run out and buy is a what?
I'm gonna buy Mr.
What?
Antoine a Rollie. I'm gonna buy
What is
Mr.
that?
Antoine a Rollie.
I couldn't hear you. The Benz? What was your buy? I missed it.
I really don't know. I have no idea, to be honest with you. What would I do just to do it? I don't know. I'll probably get a 6'4" like easy.
Okay. That you know what the answer means is you pretty much think that you have all you need right now. So that's what that means. If you can't think of it right away, that means you're kind of good where you are.
I get that they understand that it's more about the art and them just doing stuff that is authentic for them. And if they happen to make some money while they do it, but if not, then they're good. They're still going to continue to produce and do what they love. That's what I get from that.
More toys to play your music with.
Yeah.
I put it into a house, for sure. Because I'm
gotta
renting
say
right
these
now.
things outside, right? We gotta say it out loud. We gotta dream out loud.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been plotting to get a home for like the past 3 years now. I'm working towards it. But if something was to pop off musically, financially, then that would probably be my first focus.
Gotcha. And the good thing is you have a creative skill that even if you couldn't buy the house straight out like you want to, you have the skill set that by you getting some more toys, producer toys, you have the ability to make more music, which could generate more cash.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good segue. Hey, Chile. Hey, Chile, what was your first like equipment as a producer?
A machine, MK2.
What does it do? Make beats, make drums? What is it?
It's a beat sequencer. I actually still got it.
A beat? How old is it? How long have you had it?
It's from like 2015.
Okay. I'm a producer. Can you DJ?
I've never tried it, but I do know a lot of great songs, so I probably could be a great DJ.
So that was the question that I had. Can you be a DJ without being a producer, and the other way around? You just
gotta know. You gotta know good music. You got to listen to a lot of music to be a DJ, and you gotta blow people's mind when you just drop a track on them. And I try to do that. Even when like people come over and eat or something. I try to like show them a track that'll just take them to a different spot. And like, oh, what is this? This is nice. So yeah, if you could do that, you could be a DJ, definitely.
See, I want to do it the other way. I don't want to be a DJ. I think like a producer. So I want to skip the whole DJ part and go straight to creating music. I'm so serious.
So you gotta know
I can't even listen to music right without cutting it up in my head, you know. And I'm around DJs all the time.
So you would be good at finding sounds for your beats, because you gotta pick every sound. You gotta pick every drum, every kick, every hi-hat, and you would know what you want to hear in that beat, because you got to go through hundreds of hi-hats and hundreds of kick drums and hundreds of
wait. Hundreds? Wait a minute.
Thousands.
Yeah, thousands. You messed that head up. Hey, let me ask y'all this. Chile, as a producer, who would be your ultimate collaboration artist? And Skillz, as an MC, who would be your ultimate producer that you will work with outside of Chile, of course? I
want to say Nas, but that's like way too cliche. I might have I would say Joey Badass maybe.
I knew who Nas was.
Cause he like the
Yeah, I know
only
Joey
young
Badass.
guy that he really got.
That's on that
got a good head on his shoulder.
on that lyrical and conscious level. Yeah, I get you. I get that totally.
Because these other guys, yeah, they're trying to be positive and stuff, and they are positive in social media and stuff, but they're not positive in the music at all. The music is still, you know, kill black men and rob them and flex my money on them. I feel like that's
dumb down, bro.
Man. But they drop a lot of influential videos.
So if you couldn't do hip hop, what would it be? If you had to pick a totally different genre.
No, we're not going there yet, Nina. I want Skills to answer the question first. Who would be like your ultimate collaboration production wise?
Oh, Skills.
Dilla was a live Dilla, but other than that, Eric Sermon. I like a lot of what he did with Def Squad.
That's the other guy.
Eric Sermon. Okay, now go, Nina.
Hello.
I was about to say.
I forgot. Oh no, this was producer wise. Hip hop. If you have to pick a whole nother genre that's not hip hop, what would you play with?
Skill. Chile would.
I would
like
do
Chile would be like a jazz,
ambient
like
music,
a jazz fusion kind of.
Yeah.
Say that again, Chile.
Definitely like the ambient, tranquil sounds. I probably make
Universal.
music.
Yeah.
Galaxy. Is it kind of far out?
Yeah, stuff like that.
I'm just going off of your personality. So if your personality had a sound, that's how I'm guessing.
Oh yeah,
what
yeah,
your vibe is
yeah.
like.
Filters and all that stuff.
Frying neo soul or jazz for.
I feel like that's close to hip hop.
Yeah, neo soul is very close to hip hop.
Yeah. Twan.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I love the fact that I have. No, I love the fact that we have some young brothers on the show.
Oh, I dropped it.
That aren't the we would think smooth. And he's worked with like DJ. That's the kind of vibe that I. Did y'all hear that?
No, we started losing you for a second.
Hold on, can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Right now.
I was saying that we had Smooth B from Nice and Smooth on.
Oh, Greg Nice and Smooth B. Okay.
Show a couple. Yeah, that's like, all right, Nina, as she disappeared, I could see y'all working in that realm of just like that boom back with scratching and everything that I love as hip hop.
Yeah.
Is doing. But I just love you guys' energy. Nina, mute. There you go. I just love you guys. I love your guys' energy. I love where you are as far as the kind of music that you guys want to put out sonically. Like you guys have an integrity in your music that I don't feel like will be compromised. And that's what I love about you guys. For this couple of hours, as it's literally been 2 hours now, and without even thinking about it, we've been on here for that long. But from the music that I've been able to hear, what's the future like? What do you guys have planned for the rest of 2021?
Well, we're working on the next episode, part 2, right now.
Yeah.
What up?
And I'm trying to go this direction with the next episode, part 2. Super conscious, man. Like really out there. It's the next episode, part 2. They call it For the Gods.
Chris Webber called the timeout.
Shelly, that's the universal timeout. Bro, I'm just getting on the first next episode joint. And y'all already working on the second part?
Yeah, but that's probably not gonna come out till December because we're about to drop the group tape, like for the whole DBL Down by Law Collective. We about to drop the group tape in like the middle of May. Then like there's this producer Soundology.
With that being said, just talk about the whole DBL movement real quick.
Okay. So I mentioned all the guys earlier, probably except for Shefe, but me, Chile, Black Chakra, Dope Soul, G-Day, Davon, DP Infinite, bro. It's just
DMD.
Yeah, DMD, yeah.
DMD
like,
serious. DMD just bought the SP404, so his beat's about to be on the next level. I'm actually trying to get a beat tape collaboration with him because the dude is so talented. And that joint gonna be fire. That's what I'm saying. I wanted to drop that project through DBL.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Knowledge, bro. Shout out to Knowledge.
Shout out to Knowledge.
Yeah, Ocean. But like most of us are here in Baltimore. DMD, aka Davon, he's in New York. Ocean, North Carolina. DP, he's in Detroit. The rest of us are here in Baltimore. And it's just.
Hey, real quick, how did y'all connect with the people outside of Baltimore? Was that just through social media as well?
Yeah, social media and SoundCloud.
So, and what was it about? Because when you think of Detroit and you think of North Carolina, like that's two different vibes. What was it about them that made y'all want to connect with them and bring them into the collaborative as well?
We brought Osha in because we knew him through a couple other MCs in the city, but also Osha raps, he sings and he produces, and he's just a very versatile artist. The thing about DBL, and you'll see that on this album, because of me, Black Chakra, Encyclopedia, we're mainly known for boom bap, and you're mainly going to get boom bap. But there's other styles on the album too. It's primarily boom bap. We did it like a cassette basically. So you got the A tape, you know, the A side, you got the boom bap, and you got the B side, which is like the newer stuff, but it's mainly like boom bap. Probably like 3 or 4 newer type songs, but we brought Ocean in because he's a very versatile artist, and then Josh from DP, he's like this white dude from Michigan, like, but he makes like Apollo Brown type, just real hard Detroit boom bap beats. So we just had to like bring him in the fold. And what you're gonna hear, you're gonna have a multitude of styles. Like, yeah, the majority of us, we specialize in boom bap, but there's more than one way to rhyme on a boom bap beat, and everybody brings their own type of style to it, and it's a great mix together.
So what's the whole what's the collective goal for everything that you guys are trying to do together collectively?
Still drop solo projects and everything like that, but just drop collective tapes. Like, we see ourselves as like in the city amongst like the underground people in our age range, like people that we've been getting like Slaughterhouse, Wu type of comparisons. We see ourselves more so as like if the Native Tongues would have dropped the tape, because you know the Native Tongues is a big collective.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're a big collective too, but it's more in the vein of like Wu. But we got our tribe moments here and there. So, but our main goal is to just drop the dopest music possible that we can. And to just, and like if you like we've gotten a lot of reviews on the next episode, and the last joint, the Yashi reviewed it, and they were saying like with this project, it's like a very different sounding type of album from Baltimore. We're trying to show that we're from Baltimore, and like we all come from the same place as some of the people who make like turned up music. We can do that too, but we are trying to bring back like type of shit that made us fall in love with.
We got our own version of Turn It Up, and
Exactly.
that's just what make it special.
So what's your guys' version of Turn It Up?
It could be anything. We could rock a boom back track and get turned up off of that, and just really go in there with fun bars.
We do. We got a song, Drunk by Law. It's usually Down by Law. We got a song called Drunk by Law. It's one of those. It's a turn up song, but it's still lyrical.
And another reason to make music, I feel like, we live in two different realities. You got the physical realm and you got the spiritual realm. I feel like when you make a song sonically, I feel like it can be heard in the spiritual realm. So making music is manifesting for sure. And we improve our lives with every track we make. And it may not be like a money thing. It could be something else. But I feel my life improve every time I release music with these guys. So I just feel like I feel myself developing as a person, because it's bigger than just releasing music. I don't know. To me, it's something spiritual when it comes to dropping songs and dropping albums. That's why the 6 Day Theory was like real special to me, because if you listen to that album and you hear the interludes on it, it's a special album. And I wanted that feeling and like all of that. And people came to me and was like, yo, I got lost in that album. That's all I ever wanted, was for somebody to come up to me and tell me they got lost in some of our work. That's bigger than money to me.
So when I listen, I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna tell you I got found in your music.
All right, I'm looking forward to that.
You know what I thought about, Nina, when he just said that feeling that I had the first time that I heard Summertime by Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. Like, I got lost in, like, I really felt like I was at a cookout with the family and just that whole vibe. Like, I get exactly what y'all are saying. So what's on deck for the rest of 2021 with you guys? Like, after this project is done, like, what's up next?
Well, they're working that group album. I'm right now working the Skeletons, trying to make a format for the next episode, part 2. And I want to take it a whole nother level.
Part 2. Sheesh.
And the name of the next episode, part 2, is called To the Gods. And like I was saying before, like, we talking to the gods, and we also talking to people who consider themselves gods. So like the conscious souls, that's who we talking to. And we talking to them first. And if people on the outside want to come in and take a lesson, then by all means. That's why I said, like, I wanted to push, I already talked to him about it. Like, I want to go super conscious and super mental wellness on the album, and come out with something that's so helpful to the soul that, like, it can't be brought down. It's like a Bible or something.
So let me ask y'all this. Is there first of all, do y'all want to keep this as basically like a Baltimore area project for the next step? And if so, are there any artists that you guys would like to work with in this area that you haven't already?
Well, we got people outside our group on the group album. Oh, you mean like the group album or the next episode part 2?
Yeah, we was looking at Chakra, but he teamed up with him at, like, the week after I found out about Black Chakra, he was already working with him. So that's who I had my album.
But like, as far as MCs in the city I want to work with, bruh, I want to work with J Royale, bruh. You'll never know. Like, you'll never know is my favorite performer in the city. Like, I've seen him live at the Crown. I've seen him live. He performed at like, we used to do a festival, and we're gonna bring it back for real. It was called Sounds from the Underground, and it would be like from 4 p.m. to midnight. We had MCs come from Baltimore, MCs come from New York, MCs come from North Carolina, people come from DC. It was just like a big outside event for real. Of course, that'd be hectic with Corona, so I hope everything calmed down. But and we would be out there ciphering. Like, you would have different sets Everybody get like a 15, 20-minute set. Then in the middle, we like cypher for like an hour or two. Rap AM is another one. Cliff Love.
The controller riders people.
Shout out. Hey,
Cliff
shout out
good,
to Cliff.
bro.
Cliff be getting his life in the pits, yo.
Yeah. Play the lyricist. That's the homie too.
Yeah, shout out to Cliff. Bro, if y'all
Doza.
are y'all familiar with a young lady named Ashley Sierra?
I've never met her, but I know who she is.
Bro, if y'all ever get a chance to connect with Ashley, I can see I can see that marriage in the booth with y'all.
I can see Shy Lady Heroin. I mean, conscious rapper. That's her.
Yeah, I can see Shy.
Or Jada Lioness, she hard too for it.
Yep, she's hard too.
I gotta get in
I
tune.
feel like if he's writing the music, if they're singing and performing these type of what they're doing, it's bigger than Baltimore because it's other like-minded individuals out there in the galaxy. So it can't stay local.
Yeah.
You know, Jada shut down Team Backpack. She went and shut that whole. So anything she does for me, she rapped over the I got onto her. Shout out to my man E Digger from Charm City Direct. He put me onto her when she was rapping over the Dead Wrong beat from Biggie.
Word.
I was done. I was an instant fan. So Jay, that's JAE, the Lioness. If y'all ever want to look her up, bro, like, yeah. Like she will demolish anything that y'all bring to her, bro. For real.
Chrissy Stay High is another artist.
What about J.R. Payne?
You mean
R.J.
Payne,
I
bro?
just need y'all.
Was J. Payne or is it J.R.
Payne, bro?
Huh?
R.J. Payne, bro.
R.J. Payne. Yeah, him.
R.J.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. R.J. Oh my gosh. I just need y'all to I just need to make some phone calls and send out some DMs and just bring that all. That'll be a magical, oh my gosh, compilation. Yeah. Salute to you guys, man. I really just wanted to get you guys up here tonight, man, just to kind of, let our people get familiar with the work that you guys are doing. And because between Nina and I, we have so many connections as far as artists, as far as producers. If there's anybody around this way that you guys want to work with that you don't have a way to get in touch with, we can definitely connect. But I definitely want to support this next episode project. I'm gonna figure out how to get this damn Bandcamp working so that I can go and support this on my other laptop. But I really respect the movement that you guys are doing. And if there's any way that we can just continue to support and work with you guys in any way, like we got producers, we got other artists, like 90% of the people that y'all mentioned tonight, I know I personally connect with them in some kind of way. So if there's other collaborations that you're looking for, just let me know and we can make it happen, man. And we can just, work together to continue to try to put our city where I feel like it needs to be, honestly.
Yeah, I'm definitely open to that.
Definitely. Jamil Honesty, somebody else too. Really nice.
What was that?
Jamil Honesty.
Oh, see, you gave me somebody else I gotta go look at. Jamil Odyssey. Okay. So let everybody know how they can follow you guys social media wise and everything.
All right. Well, I'm on Twitter and IG at DSkillz Harris, DSkillz HARIS, and the group page is DBL Records 2020.
And I'm on IG at Chile Mad, 2 Ds.
And after this project is over, like what's immediate? What starts in like the month of May, June for you guys?
I'm sorry, say that again.
No, I was just saying like for the like immediate future, May, June. What's on deck for you guys in the next month?
I'm gonna try to make a beat album. I'm gonna make an effort to finish a beat album.
Okay.
That's like a hell of a goal. It's hard, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah. I can promise you from Nina and I that we will do whatever we can to support and just be here for you guys. So whatever y'all need from us, just let us know. If you need some MCs to rock over the beats, or if you got those beats and if you're an MC and you need some beats to rock over, just let us know, and we can.
If you want to do a YouTube tutorial on how to teach somebody how to be the producer,
Absolutely.
I
let me
did
know.
want to do that as well. Yeah, definitely.
You want to get somebody that knows a little bit, so it's not as complicated. I'm your girl.
Hey, I keep telling people I got an inner producer way down here. Like you can't even see it on camera. I got an inner producer way down there that's got some beats that I want to put out, but I have no idea how to make it happen. So, but I just salute you guys, man, because like I said, I haven't had an opportunity to listen to a lot of what you've done. But like out of the 6 songs that I listened to, you guys are right up my alley. Your beats, your authentic beats, and real lyricism, and that I can do all day, every day. So I will continue to push. Let me know when stuff is dropping, and I'll definitely support. I will definitely promote whatever you guys need from us. If y'all need to come back a couple of months from now and do this again to promote whatever, just
oh yeah. I mean, this was fun. I enjoyed this.
Most
This was therapeutic.
Yeah, every now and then you just got to have a drink and have a conversation. That's the way I do it.
Yeah, I love talking about hip hop because it's such a big thing, but people make it into just a small thing, like it's just music.
Bro,
it's life,
bro. Hip hop has put too much money into too many pockets and supported too many families of people that look just like all 4 of us on here for me to ever take it too lightly, bro.
right?
Like that's just me. I don't give a damn about I'm not gonna say that because I do care about Jay-Z. He's my favorite artist, but I respect more of the ground level. You know what I'm saying? The independent artists that's out here just working every day, still going to their 9 to 5s and doing whatever they got to do to make sure that their families are taken care of. But then as soon as they get off, they going into the studio and they putting in that work to make sure that they still are putting in that time and that effort into their art and their skill, and they're still more worried about the craft more than the money. Those are the people that I care about the most.
I like the people that care about the youth and not
because you can make a lot of money off of this and your music be garbage. I'd rather have some people that's putting out some quality music and just doing this for the love of the craft. That's me. You know what I'm saying? So definitely.
He got young kids hitting his inbox up telling them that he changed their life and he their mentor. That's why I say, man, you gotta be.
That's what's up. Hey,
a responsible messenger.
Right. Exactly.
Bro, I guarantee you that you will get more fulfillment with that than you will out of any dollar that you'll make out of this.
Oh yeah.
You'll get in. So again, I appreciate you guys, man. And again, give everybody your social media real quick so they can make sure that they follow you.
At DSkillz.
At Chile Matt.
All right, man.
At the club.
At the club.
I need to be at the Green Mountain Lounge in 28 minutes, and I forgot that I got my car in the shop, car 1 in the shop. Car 2 broke while I was at work. So that's how I got home so fast, because somebody else bought me. So on behalf, can I do this? First of all, we broke a record. This is the longest interview that I have ever been in. And it was done in a way that I could still, although I'm not a hip hop expert, it was still done in a way that I could understand what's relevant. I like your vibe. I will like your music, because that's how I am. If I like your vibe, I'll like your music. And it's music, again, with what's going on today, people get messages a different way. Like house music, they get that gospel piece without it being gospel. Hip hop, you get life stories. And in these stories, it helps you overcome or get motivated or survive or just stay alive, because it lets you know life can be hard, but there's a way, So I appreciate all of that musical piece. This is the first time I really got to talk to a producer. So that was a little interesting for me because I know that when I grow up, I know I have to touch it at least to see if I can do it. So I know now that I have a resource. I like the fact that DSkillz mentioned a lot of people that I know. So I didn't know what I didn't know until you said it. I'm like, okay, well, I know that person. And so I still got my street creds. I still got some hip hop in there. So on behalf of Access Granted, Mr. Antoine and Nina, the original party girl, we thank you for spending all this time with us, for shedding some light, for keeping us inspired and sharing your journey. I don't think the industry is going to mess you up because that's not what y'all looking for. You know what I mean? You make money, you do well. It's all kinds of versions of prosperity. Everything ain't dollar bills. So we can be prosperous in this mission together. So I wish you all the very, very, very best. And on behalf of I forgot who it was, Access Granted, we thank you for granting us access. Click. Gotta find a ride to the club. Y'all be good.
All right. Take care. She's awesome. I might have to follow both of them.
Yeah, but definitely, man, appreciate you guys coming in and chopping it up with us. It's been 2.5 hours and it doesn't even feel like it, bro. So that's how I know that the conversation was real. The conversation was genuine. Honestly, anything,
man.
Honestly, bro. And I don't just say this to be protocol. Like I mean this when I say this. Anything that we can do to support you guys, man, just let us know. You got the emails, you got the social media stuff. Just let us know, bro. We will support you guys 120%. Honestly.
Thank you so much, man. Likewise.
Yeah, same.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Hey, I want to thank everybody that tuned in with us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live. I think going across the bottom right now is all of our podcasts that you can catch us. This will be available on all of our podcast streams tomorrow, man. So just continue to support us. I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on that we're going to try to bring to you guys in the next couple of weeks. First and foremost, making sure that we hook up with the young lady from Oaktown 357. Actually, it's coming off Ramadan and all of this other stuff, man. We got some big plans. We got Roku plans. We got Apple TV plans. So just make sure y'all go support us. Again, I got my T-shirt tonight representing my man DJ King Ray from the franchise Fastest Movement. Go out and support that Drop It Low single from Molly. Molly McCall. I'm getting my first official executive producer credits from that song. So every time that y'all go and download it, every time that y'all go and listen to it, stream it, whatever the case may be, I get a little check for about 35 cents, man. So make sure y'all support that. Make sure y'all continue to support all of our Baltimore music, man, whether it be hip hop, whether it be R&B. Shout out to my man, Jay Esquire, him and his group. They have some great music coming. Again, we just thank everybody, man. We got a couple of shows on deck that we can't name right now, but we got some big stuff coming to y'all. And again, I just want to thank DSkillz and Chile Mad for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. And we will be back with you guys soon for another episode of Access Granted. We thank you guys. We love you guys. We support you guys. I honestly mean it. Like, this isn't cliche. Y'all got my information. Hit me. We will share, promote, push anything that you guys have going on, music-wise, single-wise, whatever. Just let us know, and we got y'all.
Hey, peace, God. Thank you for the time.
Right, everybody have a good one, man. We'll be back next week or sometime in the near future with another episode of Access Granted. It's your boy, Mr. Antoine, and we are out.